Hey, this Judge and Waits bringing you a hardcore kill confirmed match on the map Grind, and that's how we started off right away with a migration host. You can see my class there. I love running SMGs, and apparently it's just a one-on-one at the start of this, but some more people come in, otherwise that would have been really boring. But I like running with an SMG when I'm playing kill confirmed, and the reason being is I want to be engaging people up close. I want to be moving around, taking them out, and then grabbing their tags. I do not want to be shooting across the map, taking people out, and not being able to get their tags. I know you can do that, and sometimes your teammates can pick them up, but you know, when I play hardcore kill confirmed, it's not about boosting my KD. It's about getting tags and playing the objectives, so that's what I like to do. In this video, you're going to see me rocking the UAV for a score streak. I definitely recommend doing that. That's going to show you where everybody's at normally. And then I also have on Lightning Strike and the Dragon Fire. I would not recommend those. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with them because I just prestiged, and I think at the time I made this video, I started off as a level 6 in the first part of this game, so I didn't have the ability to pick my score streaks. Besides the UAV, I also like the Stealth Chopper and things like that. Things that will actually run themselves. I don't have to actually man. That way I can be about killing people and picking up the tags, especially if, you know, those things are getting me some of those tags. So that's what I like to do. As far as perks, I really like Hardline. That just really helps me get to those score streaks faster, especially if you're picking up tags, because you get a lot more if you get the kill plus a tag, and that usually happens when you're running an SMG and running up close with people. It's amazing how fast you can get to those score streaks when you're playing objective type games and actually going for the objective. So I definitely recommend doing that. You know, like I said, Hardline is going to give you 20 extra percent. So if a normal kill is 100, you get 120 points towards your next score streak, you know, or just depending on whatever you're doing. Then I like running Scavenger just in case I run out of ammo or I'm able to put down that extra Betty. I don't worry about cold-blooded as much, but that's another good second tier perk. And then as far as my third, right now I have on Dexterity. That just allows me to get around the map faster and up and over things, but I definitely, as you know, like running Engineer for that third perk because I can see where people are camping and hiding and holding up, and I don't run into claymores and things like that. Now, as with Team Deathmatch, I prefer to run around the outside of the map, at least at first. You know, that gives me that safe area to my back that I don't have to worry about getting shot from if my back is to the outside, and it allows me just to concentrate on certain areas and focus more on those areas. As you know, I also use Betties to help me out. I will throw those behind me. That way it kind of protects my rear if somebody spawns back there or somebody's chasing me. That Betty will either take them out, otherwise I'll hear like right there, oh, somebody hacked it, so I'll know I can turn around and there's going to be somebody back there. So they really just kind of protect me and help me know where people are at, and right here I get lucky and duck one of them. That would not have been good timing if that would have blown me up. But hey, the last thing I want to talk about with Kill Confirmed is grabbing tags. Obviously, you want to grab tags. That's how you win this game. You know, I see so many people running past those tags, and I don't get it because, I mean, they were literally, at the end of this game, there's a guy who I'm following, and he just runs right next to some tags and doesn't pick them up. I don't get that. You know, I love the changes that they made to Kill Confirmed and the objectives by making the points, you know, really favor those people who play the objectives, because so many times in the past, this thing was all about boosting your KD and getting that up, and people wouldn't care. You know, it's all about making the montages, and that still happens, you know, still today. But this game really rewards those people that actually play the objectives, so definitely do that. Definitely go for those tags. Be smart about it though. You know, if you are going for a tag and somebody shoots you and they end up getting your tag, that's a 2-tag switch. So don't just blindly run for tags. You know, that's good to go for them, but don't do it in a way that actually gets you killed and actually gets the team other tags. You know, I really don't care about my KD all that much when I'm playing these type of games, but if you're dying a lot, that means you're putting up a lot of tags for the other team. So just kind of play it smart. Sometimes it's just better not to go for a tag. But that's all I'm going to say about Kill Confirmed. I wanted to end this video talking about something else. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Taken. It came out a few years back. It stars Liam Neeson, and he is actually like an ex-CIA agent. He's a father, and he's got this daughter, and the daughter goes to Paris Paris on this trip with one of her friends, and she actually ends up getting kidnapped and sold into the human trafficking business. Of course, he ends up going after her, and he makes all the people that took her and that are involved in this pay, and it turns out really well. I like the movie. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody because there's a lot of violence in it, a lot of swearing, a lot of references to other things that might not be appropriate. I think it's rated PG-13, so, I'm not saying go out and watch the movie or anything like that. I'm just referencing it if you've ever seen the movie, because human trafficking is alive and well in the world today. In fact, as far as illegal businesses are concerned, it is only second to illegal arms selling in the world. And that is crazy if you really think about that. I mean, this is a multi-billion-dollar business, and it is the fastest growing business. I live in the U.S., and, there has not been slavery. Slavery was abolished in the U.S., but there is slavery that still takes place in the U.S. when it comes to human trafficking. And as far as the world is concerned, there are more slaves today than at any time in the history of the world. There are 27 million people trapped in slavery today. I don't know about you, but that blows my mind. This is the year 2013, and slavery is bigger than it's ever been at any other time. I mean, we're talking about bigger than it's been with the African slave trade or anything like that. That should be a wake-up call, especially to people who call themselves Christians, especially to people that follow Christ. And here's the thing, though. Most people don't even know about it. Most people, you may even hear about it, or they see it in movies and everything like that, and they're just too busy and they don't really care about it. So I want to draw some attention to that. This is something that just needs to end, and it needs to end ASAP. I mean, if you think about it, families are born into bonded slavery. They are forced to work. There are, people using forced labor to make things, probably things that we buy. There are kids that are kidnapped, young girls and boys that are sold into the sex slave industry. I mean, this is just disgusting what's going on, and we can no longer just, ignore this, or, it can no longer be a thing that people don't know about it. So I want to encourage you to check out a website. It's called enditmovement.com, and there's a lot of great information on it. The cool thing about enditmovement.com, it is actually like a coalition of a bunch of different organizations that have pledged to stop this, that are in place to end human trafficking, to end slavery. So there's a lot of different things that you can get involved with. I think they list 7 different charities or 7 different organizations. Some deal with people in the U.S., some deal with people in Europe, some deal with going after the people that are doing this and prosecuting them. So I think there's something there that you can get passionate about. I always wonder what I would have done if I was around in the time of slavery in the U.S., with the slave trade. And I always like to think, man, I would have fought that. I would have strived hard to end that. We have our chance today, right now, though, to do that. So, maybe you can donate some money. I'm going to donate this month's YouTube earnings to that cause. I'm also going to donate some of my own personal money, and I want to encourage you to do the same thing. If you're able to send some money to one of these charities, find one that you can get on board with and partner with them in this. I know a lot of you guys don't have money. A lot of you guys are kids, or you don't have the abilities. Finances are super tight right now. What you can do is help get the word out. Please tweet the website. Please tweet some things about it. Please put it on your Facebook. If you're a kid, bring it to your parents' attention. If you're in a youth group, bring it to your youth group's attention. Do something about it. Man, why don't you organize a fundraising event for this? If you're a church pastor, bring it to your congregation. Or if you're in a church, ask the pastor if you can make an announcement and just kind of talk about this and just bring it to somebody's attention. You might not be able to give money, but you can give your voice. And I want to really encourage you to do that because, I think a lot of people just don't realize how huge this is. So please don't just listen to this and not do anything. Please do something about it. I know a lot of you guys have YouTube channels, and you can actually put up a similar video letting people know about it. Or maybe you can just I'm going to attach a video from the actual websites that kind of explains this a little bit. I'm going to attach that or put an annotation there. Maybe you can go to that video and like it and share it and favorite it and do everything that you can to promote that. That would be something cool that you guys could do. So I just want to really encourage you to do that. It sickens my heart to think about, what would happen if my daughter was abducted and taken to another country. And this is happening all the time. And think about the stuff that's happening to these poor kids and just all the kids that are being taken advantage of and all the people in general. This is something that we can all get behind and we can all fight. So please, like I said, let your voice be heard about this and get the word out about it.
Hostiles have destroyed your UAV. Big win, job done.